How far would you go to keep a few extra dollars in your pocket? Everybody wants to make the most out of their money. It all depends on how far you're willing to go for it. In this video, we will go through 5 things that you can do to save a ton of money long term, but with a drawback. Number 1. Keeping a broken down car. Cars are expensive, everybody knows that. The base cost of a car costs more than months of work. The gas fees never stop coming to you, maintenance fees are a never-ending disaster, and insurance is sure to cost you hundreds. But if you can somehow reduce the amount of money that you put into a car, then how much money can you really save? Well, one thing that is for certain is that every car model is different, and mileage on one car may not seem like a lot on another. But on the other hand, every car has the same function, to get you from point A to point B. This means that essentially every car will have at least 4 wheels, at least 2 seats, an engine, car doors, an exhaust, and etc. With this being said, some things are just not worth replacing if they are broken down or torn. Take for instance, seats that are totally worn out or a missing headrest. Or maybe the car window can only roll down halfway. If something does not make you more at risk to be in danger, there's little reason to pay money to fix. Moreover, when you purchase a new car, your insurance and registration fee will typically be higher. Not only that, but a brand new car loses over 20% of its value in its first year of being used. If you think that you need a new car because your paint is drying up, it's no longer comfortable, it looks old and ugly, then these are usually just aesthetics and does not require a mandatory change-up. If you must fix it, make sure it is within a reasonable budget because after all, repairing or fixing a used car is much cheaper than buying a brand new one. Number 2. Canceling their favorite TV networks and not watching shows. One small thing that is often overlooked is the expense of subscribing to a TV network or online streaming service to watch your favorite shows. Sure, it can seem depressing at first when you decide to unsubscribe, but the reality of the situation is that you can save hundreds of dollars per year. Think about all the places that you would like to visit, the vacation destinations that you have planned for a few years. For example, saving $15 per month for an online streaming service equates to saving $180 a year. Comparatively, if you can save $40 by getting the basic package for your TV service provider, you can easily save $480 in a year. This also excludes the hidden fees and taxes. During these times of technological advancements, paying for content that is made by a big industry can be replaced by free content creators such as YouTubers and Twitch streamers. Sure, their budgets may not be as extreme, but if it gets the job done of entertaining you and keeping you busy, then why not save the extra money and put it into something you really want? Now, ask yourself seriously, when was the last time you turned on the TV and enjoyed watching their ads? The fact that you have to pay for TV channels and have to endure long ads is just something that I cannot understand. In fact, if you want to go to an extreme and remove TV and online streaming services altogether, then you can save a whopping $780 per year based on the average cost of all TV providers of $65 American dollars. But of course, this greatly depends on what service provider you're using as well. Number 3. Reducing daily expenses. Reducing your expenses, but on a daily basis, is like reducing the time you watch TV. They are very little expenses, but added all up, they can equate to a huge sum of money. Have you ever heard of the popular saying that skipping your daily dose of Starbucks every morning can save you up to $730? Well, it's true, assuming that you buy Starbucks every single day for 365 days for a drink that costs you $2, you're essentially spending $730 a year. Even if you cut it back and argue that you only buy a Starbucks drink every workday, that is still 261 workdays with a daily cost of $2, which equals $522. This is, of course, just an example because not everybody buys drinks at Starbucks. But taking this into the larger scheme of things, you can really save a lot of money by reducing your expenses on what you actually need. If you have ham at home, why buy hot dogs? They're both meat and can be used in sandwiches or cooked on a plate. If you find yourself buying too many spices, why not stop for a week and see if you can live without them for a while? There are over a dozen ways you can reduce your spendings. It's just a matter of finding what you can cut out. What can you sacrifice? Number 4. Canceling all vacations. Did you know that an average cost of an international vacation trip can cost upwards to $3,000 for 12 nights? Not only that, but the cost of transportation in general will cost you more than half the total vacation cost. Most people have a 2-week vacation that they can use. So, using that, 12 nights accounting for 2 days of packing and unpacking, a 12-night vacation trip is all that reasonable. But the real question is whether you really need a vacation or you just want one. Considering the fact that many people only go on vacation for the sake of being on vacation, maybe for Instagram followers or likes, or showing off to their friends, a vacation is mostly unnecessary. Of course, it is nice to get away from everything once in a while, but the frequency of that happening can be reduced to save a ton of money. There are also other ways to, quote, get away, unquote, from it all. For example, driving outside of your town and eating at a nice restaurant usually has the same effect. If not that, you can always travel somewhere close to you and take a few days away from home. Or better yet, go hiking and embrace nature for a few days. Traveling abroad or across the country will most definitely hurt your wallet. Number 5. Sacrificing health for more work. Sacrificing your health is not recommended by health professionals, but if you are young, fit, and passionate for earning more money, you can significantly increase the amount of work hours at your workplace. By putting in more hours, you can get overtime payouts and increase your paycheck. I know what you're going to say, but they don't give me overtime hours. Well, there are many other ways you can increase your cash flow with just more time on your hands. For one, you can always get a part-time job and work 2 jobs at the same time. Another way is to start a business or invest in one while you are still working, giving yourself everything to the business after work. After all, you can always start a hobby that can potentially make you money. It should be noted that sacrificing your health is most definitely not the best for anyone with pre-existing health conditions. This can only apply to a very specific group of people, those who are still young and can make it happen. This is important because it serves as a double-edged sword. When you are still young, you can still experience so much with the time that you have. As you get older, you will find out that you are less mobile and less energetic. So, with that in mind, you can either sacrifice a bit of your health while still young to make more money, or embrace your adolescence while you can. So, what are you waiting for? This has been 5 things that you must sacrifice in order to save money. Like, share, and subscribe for more money-related business, and let us know how good or bad these points were in the comments down below.